Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, what is going on? Ollie here, and as you can probably tell, we have got Space Engineers, woohoo! So this game I've wanted ever since it came out. I literally watched Jamsy Boy, the Minecraft dude, his first video showcasing this game. But anyway, so I hopped into the game after spending a very long time learning the controls and decided to try create something slightly awesome using this first ship that you can see here. So what I went ahead and did, or my first thoughts to improve it anyway, was to sort of double the firepower. So that is exactly what I tried to do with this. Sort of, you know, make it look more menacing, kind of follow the same structure that the lower sort of arms have, and try to recreate the armor sort of to look similar to the lower one, and it does look cool. And what I also did was, I didn't like this huge thruster. I thought it looked a bit hideous, so I went ahead and added several smaller ones, and as you can see, it doesn't actually look too bad. But as you can see, well, from here, is that it ends there, like midway on the ship, and I personally wasn't too fond of that. And you'll see in a sec when we hop in, press V and Alt, and yeah, and just look at it. It comes up a bit short, so I wasn't really too fond of that. So with that in mind, I went ahead and seemed to be flown away. Went ahead and added, for some reason, don't ask why, these. But I did extend it all the way to the back, as you can see there. That ends there, and that ends all the way back, so that definitely looks a lot cooler. So you'll see in a second, it comes all the way to the back, and it does look awesome. It makes the ship look a bit more bulky, but I don't know why. I thought they'd look cool. I had these sort of prongs here on the back. They'd be awesome for sort of ramming a ship, like as a breaching sort of thing, but for what the purpose was there, it was just awful. So I got rid of them, and as you can see, there is immediately a huge improvement. So as well, I was and I added these two, just aesthetics purposes. So I was menacing around, dicking around, I guess, in the inventory, looking at what we had available, and saw this cockpit. And like, when you look down, this cockpit, sorry, excuse me, is definitely more cooler than the other one. I mean, look at this, it's even got its own keyboard and oh, cool, it's got arrow keys. Okay, I didn't notice that before, but okay, sidetracked. Genuinely looks a lot cooler, but as you can see here, we can't really see very much. So for a dogfighting sort of spacecraft, it is a bit, you know, it's got very many blind spots. So with that in mind, I raised this up, and as you can see at the back as well, it actually looks really cool. That's how it sort of perks up a little there, and then it looks very bulky, but I still think it looks awesome, and it comes like right to the back. Look, and sorry, that just saved. So straight away, as you can see in a minute, it just looks badass. And look at the front. Sorry, I forgot to show you it with the ship to the left as well. Right on the front, it's added an extra minigun, and it actually reminds me of sort of Hornet from Halo, just the front of it. I don't actually know why, but yeah, you can see sort of the cockpit just peeks over the edge a little bit. So you do have, oh, wrong button, you do have this little bit more view here. However, you still have these huge blind spots. So with that in mind, I decided to try and reduce those blind spots, and by doing so, extended these arms sort of out that way rather than sort of up or down. And although it looks incredibly awesome, I'm not gonna lie, from the front anyway, it looks awesome from the front. Like that, look, doesn't that just looks so menacing, so awesome. But it's just when you go like this, it just looks very thick, very big, and very bulky. So for a dogfighting purposes, I think it's too big, because obviously the bigger your ship is, the easier it is to hit. So then with that in mind, I decided to try scrap the idea of having sort of arms that extended to the same length as these, and just sort of add these on the side of the cockpit. So that's exactly what I did, and you'll see here. The only problem is, yes, you got a bit more visibility, and you can see in between the chain guns the visibility is still slightly limited. And I mean, there's got a lot of engines on the back, so it's got quite a lot of power to it, but it looks very menacing from the front. So I decided to get rid of the extra rocket launchers, because if anyone who's played Space Engineers and you've built your own stuff, you'll understand how when you have it like this, the rockets have a tendency to sort of go off course and hit this and just blow your whole ship up. So we didn't want that, because it wouldn't last very long, obviously. So, the controls, mate, I'm telling you, it's still a bit trippy. So that's what we started with, and this is our final product. So we got rid of the rocket launchers that were there and the chain guns. We pushed one of the thrusters back as well, so, you know, giving you just that little bit more visibility. And as you can see from the back, it does actually look quite intimidating, and when you're in the front, you have quite a high visibility. So it wouldn't be a true sort of, I guess, showcase without showcasing its combat ability. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. The sounds are a bit weird, I don't know quite why. I still have to work that out yet. But this thing wrecks. I mean, I'd happily take this into a dogfight. Its maneuverability is pretty much the same as the starting one you see there. However, it's just got that little bit extra firepower and that little bit extra sort of thrust on the back, as you can see there in third person. And it lands pretty well, and it all works perfectly, the landing sort of system to it. And so yeah, my first ever Space Engineers video. I've wanted to play this game a while and have watched a lot of content on it, so to be playing it myself, I'm just super happy. This is such an awesome game. It's so much more fun to play than to watch. Just sort of going into a world and just messing around with sort of stuff you can create. But yeah, this thing looks killer blood. And then, because yeah, having 3 miniguns, which it has currently, compared to one of these ones over here, which I think had about 7. Which was it? 1, 2. That's got 4. This one has 7 miniguns, and it just kicks it back like an absolute mule. And I'll actually show you because I'm nice. Although its firepower is huge. So, I mean, look at that kick, and it's not only the recoil sort of travels through the ship. The more miniguns you have. So obviously the bigger the mass of the ship, the less the recoil will be. But I mean, look at how much that's projecting me. So that's why this design was bad. So we did end up with this. Oh, another lag. Another save thingy. So yes, that's all for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Because oh crap. I had a lot of fun making these. And don't forget, there is some more on the way. I have like midway building, or have built, sorry, like a submarine thing. I'm going to do a video on that pretty soon. But anyway, nonetheless, guys, thank you very much for stopping by. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon.